Alright, time is gonna start in 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, this is Devil May Cry 3 Special Edition. This PC port's really bad, but it's also the fastest version of the game, so I just have to deal with it. Okay, so right away, we're gonna equip Royal Guard as our style. You have 4 styles you start out with, and Royal Guard is really good. But you gotta know what you're doing with it to go fast. This game kind of like grades your performance as you play, so that's one thing that I'm doing. Also, you can despawn enemies on this version. That actually, I was not expecting that to happen, so. Wow, this is kind of a train wreck. But okay, you know, it's marathon. So here I'm going to do something called a crazy combo, which is million stabs. And that's just to get all these guys into a nice little cluster. And here I'm going to try to release through this guy. And I was trying to hit the red guy there, but that didn't exactly happen. Alright, so if everything went right, which it did not, I should have gotten a double S rank, but instead I just got an S rank. That's fine, I still get the same amount of orbs, which are my upgrade points. So I'm going to be using those if things go well on this mission as well. Anyway, another million stabs. There, I tried to hit those guys with a release that was, you know, not a counter release. I should probably explain what's going on with the game mechanics, but this game's kind of hard and I actually need to focus for the first few missions. When I get some downtime, I'll try to explain what's going on. Okay, I accidentally jumped there. That's sort of an issue. Okay, so what's going on with the Wrath is I'm shooting it, and you can only damage it with your gun. But what I'm able to do is I'm able to actually counter so quickly with Royal Guard animations that I can have it explode and then from a bullet, and then I counter that explosions. Alright, that was pretty bad, but that worked out okay. Alright, so I got 2 S ranks in a row. And that's really good for this speedrun. In fact, it's basically required if you want to go super fast, because that means I can afford Stinger 2. Stinger 2 is an upgrade move, and it's going to be the only upgrade move that we buy. And with Royal Guard, this is the fastest non-task movement in the game. The Stinger, cancel your recovery animation with Royal Guard, and then go forward. So, what's going on with Royal Guard? Royal Guard exists as the counter and parry style. You can either hold down the block button, which is your style button, and you can get a little bit of guard and not much style. Or you can just tap it to an enemy attack. It's about 1/10 of a second timing. Or you can release through something. You can release either as a counter or as a dry release when you have gauge. Counter releases will always deal damage. Dry releases only deal damage if you have stock built up with guard. Alright, so something I'm going to be doing with my shotgun here is shotgun guard canceling. Your guard animation in this game can interrupt basically everything. It's extremely overpowered and extremely broken. Here I'm just getting this guy to the door. And because of that, you're able to cancel the long reload animation of the shotgun. Alright, this is an orb crystal. I'm just going to hit this a bunch and get a bunch of orbs. And then I'm going to jump here and get a secret 1000 orb. I'm going to get that green orb just because this boss coming up can own me. The way this works is that I got to get the ice down from his head. I'm going to shotgun guard cancel just so I can get a bunch of pellets out. And then I'm just going to wail on him a bunch. Here I'm actually going to hold, well never mind, holding your guard through this is actually way safer than tapping. I'm going to tap just to show you how risky it is, and it somehow worked out. Okay, now I've knocked their boy down, and I'm just going to hit Cerberus a bunch of the heads. Hopefully one of the heads is going to break. It did. In fact, I got 2 heads. That's actually very, very good. Alright, so he's going to do a headbutt here, or a pulse wipe, and I can counter that. And go very fast with that. So we just got a new weapon, Cerberus. We don't use this weapon that much because it's garbage. It's actually pretty cool if you're trying to style around in this game, which there's a very dedicated style community for Devil May Cry 3, Devil May Cry 4. But this is the speed community. We're going fast. That being said, the style community is way better at these games than I am. And I need someone, you know, who's actually from the style community to actually speedrun this game so they can kick my ass. So here I'm going to do a free ride. You can jump on a downed enemy and you can spin around a bunch. If you have E and I out, your pistols, you can spin around more. Oh, I thought I killed this guy. Alright, so one thing that Cerberus is good for is hitting things in the air. It's otherwise not that good. Yeah, more shotgun guard cancels. I'm stinnering off ledges to go fast in this room. We're going to be seeing this room like 3 times in a run, by the way. Alright, that was not so good. Okay, so we gotta hit this thing, but do it quickly. We're doing something called switch canceling, which is you can cancel the recovery animation or the attack string of one of your weapons by switching to another weapon and then starting that attack string. It's pretty based. Anyway, here I'm gonna try to hit these guys down this hallway so that these 2 guys can jump up, or actually jump down. Then I'm gonna million steps, and hopefully that's gonna knock back these guys. It didn't. So I'm just going to counter. Okay, so you can also release off doors. Doors try to deal damage to you. So that's actually an effective strat to do in this speedrun. I did not do it there because my guard time is awful. Okay, so, oh, we got a stairway. Oh no, we fell down. Alright. This pit fight, it never goes the same way twice. And it's kind of autistic. Alright, it's very important to wake this guy up, otherwise he will just sit around and never do anything in this fight. Damn, that was a good release. And then I despawned an enemy. Alright, so we're coming up with the Gigapede. This boss is garbage. It's terribly designed. It's kind of trivial if you know the trick, which is just getting on top of him. Otherwise, it's completely garbage, and it's still pretty garbage. Alright, that didn't go so well, but we got good damage, and hopefully I can get up here and hit him again to kill him. Yeah, this is a platform boss. That's a good way of pointing it out. Delusionary Killer plays this game a shit ton, so if I'm not explaining anything, just like ask him something, and he will more likely not. be able to tell you what's going on. Alright, so we got an A rank there. That's not so great. We also got an A rank on mission 3. That's also not so great. Because we're going to be using a lot of orbs this run to do stuff. Anyway, these are blood gliders. You got to hit him with a gun damage first. And then you got to hit him with melee damage. Come over here, buddy. Oh, alright, that should not have worked. Alright, this is Jester. This is an added boss in Special Edition, but Special Edition is actually the fastest version of the game, even though it has an additional boss, because there's something called Turbo, which is you can put it on and the game is running 20% faster now. It's really cool. And if you're not playing with Turbo on, this game feels like molasses after you play with Turbo on. Alright, I was not supposed to get hit there, but that actually doesn't matter too much. Here, the goal is to switch cancel Jester a bunch until he dies. You can't damage him in certain phases. Wow, 2 of these in a row? Haven't seen that in ages. Oops, wrong weapon. You can switch weapons during cutscenes, which is kind of jank. So sometimes that happens. I should mention that I'm actually playing this game on a modded version of the game with something called Style Switcher. It basically just makes the game run more stably, stable-ish, and faster. And yeah, it's really good. We don't use the latest version of Style Switcher for speedrunning because it takes away one added mechanic that's in the default PC release. And then, you know, an attempt to fix this game, which is impossible. If you're trying to play this game casually and you have a PC and you don't want to buy a console, wait until HD Collection comes out on PC like March 18th of next year. Alright, well I messed up there a little bit. Okay, so the puzzles in this game are Resident Evil, but like super special ed. And by that I mean they're really easy. Actually, I'm really glad I got a green over. I kind of got owned in Jester. Another free ride, and we're gonna extend it with, you know, spinning around move. I don't even know what the hell that spinning around move is called. I think it's just like free ride extension. Okay, so there's a pit, but we can cross it now because we picked up an item that lets us cross that pit. Here I'm gonna Stinger Leap off this, Stinger Leap off that, and that's slightly faster. Okay, so this elevator. The gimmick with this elevator is that you can't let too many enemies spawn on it. And I'm actually going to jump up higher on the side so I can get enemies to spawn early. And then I'm going to million stab them. And hopefully build up a little bit of style. The style doesn't really matter much. But, you know, I'm not doing anything else. I basically got to wait for this elevator to go up. Here I'm going to get some guard. Oh, wow. Okay, can I get this still? No. Alright, I fucked up. I haven't had that happen in, like, years. Yeah, this game's a little, goofy with its level design, I would say. But, you know, marathon run, marathon run. Bad things happen in marathons. I'm not super well practiced with this game. I thought I was gonna have time to practice, but then holiday season came around, then I got a new job. So that, you know. Oh my god, it happened again. Alright. I mean, it's happened to me before, but like it hasn't happened consistently. Also, this game's orbs are a little silly sometimes. They just like float around into there. Okay, well that was really, really bad. The mission should be done by now, but okay. So I'm a little low on health, and there's a boss coming up, so I'm just gonna hit that secret health stash right there. Okay, this is Agni and Ruja. These bosses are, it's a twin boss, and you can't kill them at the same time unless you want bad things, or you can't kill them like in the wrong order, I should say, or like asynchronously, or else bad things start happening. Alright, what's your brother doing? So I'm just going to shotgun guard cancel these guys, and that's the most effective way to take them down. Let's get a cool release going here. Yeah, I did that just for style. That was sort of slow, but okay. Okay, yeah, that totally did not deserve an S rank. Alright, so I'm a little low on orbs, so I'm going to do a backup route for this run when it comes to orb stuff. This mission, there's like optional objectives you can do, or like you got to basically do 2 out of 3 objectives. There's a third one you can do, but that's slow. Anyway, you can also release off environmental objects. I got a style level up, so now I can release in midair. And I also can do more damage with Royal Guard and get higher stock levels with it. So here I'm just gonna shoot this guy, shoot him with E and I so that he crumples down to the ground faster. Let me ride you. Alright, fuck you. So we're gonna do something called a reverse Stainer. It didn't work, but basically for Stainer, this movement is lock on, which is, you know, how you do a lot of the command moves in this game. Forward towards the lock on target, and then, you know, attack when you have Rebellion out. However, if you're very fast with your lock on tap, Dante won't turn around all the way to whatever you're locking onto. So you can do Stinger, and it will be the opposite direction of what he's locked onto, and that's actually good when you have enemies in front of you or behind you and you want to move the other way. Alright, so this mission, a lot of people remember just casually as like, where the fuck do I go mission. So we're speedrunning, so we know where to go. Alright, we're going to equip a weapon we got earlier, Agni and Rudra. Whenever you defeat a quote-unquote major boss in this game, you get something. Basically a boss the game designers realized wasn't complete garbage. For a game that has one of the best combat systems ever devised by man in a video game, this game's really a mix with its enemies and bosses. That was actually really good movement. Yeah, so we got something down there, and now we're gonna go all the way up here. We're gonna be picking up our first holy water. There are 3 of these just lying around in the game, and we're gonna be buying the rest. Alright, so I'm gonna show off reverse stainers here if they work. Reverse stainers are actually kind of hard, so... Specifically, I'm going to be showing off one right there. There we go. Yeah, I should not have gone for that because it would have just been faster just to run over. Anyway, jump cancels. You can cancel your attack animation with certain moves by jumping in midair off an enemy. This is really good for stylish play, but there's a few weapons where this is like extremely fast as well for damage. Alright, if that fight goes perfectly, nobody's supposed to spawn. Hey, we put the thing we got earlier in the mission in that thing, because, you know, Resident Evil puzzles, yeehaw. If you don't know, this game series spawned off of what was going to be Resident Evil 4, but then they turned it into Devil May Cry, because Capcom is a smart company. Capcom's getting better, though. They've stopped drinking the Inafune punch. And, you know, trying to give every IP to Western studios who just fuck it up. Cough, Devil May Cry, Devil May Cry. Another reaction wheel, and switch canceling is a lot better with this weapon combination than it was with Cerberus and whatchamacallit, Cerberus and Rebellion. Rebellion's the gray sword that we have, the gray broadsword. So we switch cancel that thing because it prevents knockback from going on. And then we switch cancel here because it's just good damage. Alright, good. Okay, this is a marathon run, so I'm going to be picking up an item I usually wouldn't get if I was doing something like a PV attempt. This is a gold orb. Because we're playing on gold difficulty, which is the original Japanese difficulty that was taken out of the game in the original North American release, but then re-added for special edition. I know it's confusing. We can revive instantly with this thing, and we also have checkpoints because of this difficulty. If we were on yellow, we'd have to use yellow orbs to respawn at checkpoints. Fun fact, the first time I played this game, I didn't know the difference between gold and yellow, so I chose yellow, and that ended up me nearly not playing this game. But now I speedrun it, so hey. Alright, this guy needs to move away from that pole. Okay, so Hell Vanguard. Remember how we had to do complicated stuff to fight this guy earlier? With, like, releases and all that? Yeah, now we can just do that. I'm going to be getting an orb cache there. Alright, so the plot of this game. The plot of this game is actually kind of good. It's a little simple, but I do consider this to be one of the best video games ever made, specifically because of the cutscenes, the gameplay, and the music, which sort of grows on me. So Dante has a twin brother, Virgil, and they were born from like a super powerful Jesus-like figure in their world. And Virgil wants to tap into that Jesus father power, and Dante doesn't. So they're at odds. So this is Virgil. He has a katana because he's a weeb. I'm going to be doing very specific things so I don't knock back him like that. And then I know his knockback values so that I can get a few shotgun blasts in from like point blank. Virgil likes to auto parry your attacks, so you got to be careful about that. That was actually a pretty good fight. In fact, I probably could have beaten my best segment there if I didn't pick up that gold orb. And, you know, had a little bit better of jump canceling. Yamato is technically more powerful than Rebellion if we're talking about, like, strength of stuff. But, like, come on, Rebellion's more fun to play with. Alright, so I now have something called Double Trigger. And Double Trigger is really good in this game. It's really, really good. It makes you faster, it makes you deal more damage, and it makes you tank hits like crazy. So I gotta destroy these orbs, and they're sort of laid around the starting room in like a puzzle-ish layout, but I know where they all are. Also, shooting in midair is kind of broken. Let's try that again. Yeah, so we can get up to here like this. So the reason why Double Trigger is so fucking good in this game and that we bought so much of it is something called Double Trigger Explosion. And that is that whenever you activate Double Trigger, you'll see a flash. And that flash is actually an attack itself. And you can charge up that attack by holding down Double Trigger. It eats up your Double Trigger stock like crazy, but honestly you get a lot of Double Trigger stock just by killing things in this game. And using that, you can deal as much damage as a Holy Water, which is basically an area of effect grenade. In fact, you can deal more damage than a Holy Water if you get your stock fully maxed out. Anyway, remember Gigapi, that awful boss? Yeah, well, he's back. We're just gonna Double Trigger run away from them. And in fact, we're gonna taunt, and we're gonna get some guard. So these are a new enemy type. These are called Envies. They exist only in normal in this thing that we're in. We got eaten by a whale, by the way. That's what happened in the story. Dante got his ass kicked by Virgil, even though we beat him. But yeah, we got eaten by a whale. So I'm trying to get some guard here, and it's going okay, but I'm getting my ass kicked too. You got to get as many orbs to spawn in this room as possible to open up this big gate thing. I think we should be good after this enemy. Yeah, we're good. Virgil do nothing wrong. He just wanted more power, bro. Come on. Alright, I did not get the Stinger Leap there. That kind of sucks, but my movement was garbage, so I sort of expect that to happen. Alright, Stinger run away. Double Trigger Stingers with guard cancels are even faster than regular Stinger movement, but most of the time when I'm Stingering for movement, I do it in places where such a thing wouldn't be viable anyway. Anyway, we're at a Double Trigger, and we're coming up to a boss, so you may be wondering, what the hell am I going to do about that? Well, I'll show you. You see how we have all these orbs? Well, we can do something with these orbs. We can buy an item. We can buy another purple orb, which just increases our Double Trigger stock, and then it gives us max Double Trigger. So this is a boss. I'm going to be shooting out this long here with guard cancels until enemies come over. Then switch cancel, and then wait for guys to get over here, and then release. Okay, I played that super badly. Alright, well I still got him. Okay. Save time over my PV, that's all that matters. But my PV was a train wreck in this fight. Do I fight Dosh in this game? And why not if I don't? Well, I don't, because that is a Nintendo IP. Anyway, we are out of the whale now. In fact, if we backtrack, we can actually see the whale corpse. Anyway, spiders. These guys are annoying. I'm gonna wait until they get slightly stunned with switch canceling. They're weak to ANR. In fact, this guy's so close to death that it doesn't really make sense for me to do anything but switch canceling to him. But not this guy. This guy, no. No, no, no. Wow, they're being really rude. So they spawn spiders when they die, and those spiders can deal damage to you, but we don't care about damage too much this mission. Because, you know, Double Trigger also restores your health slightly. Anyway, that was a puzzle. Come on, get up there. Get up there. Thank you. And here's another puzzle. Row release, which is, you know, the counter release, goes really, really fast off certain ledges in the game, and so we can do that. Shoutouts to Simodius, who says that is not consistent. That just saved me 20 seconds, by the way. Alright, so the reason why that works is that there's an enemy we can lock onto that just happens to be right next to the door where we need to go. Also, you can build up guard on environmental objects, which is what I did, and you can do it twice when you're going upwards. Like that. And I use that to get a little bit of double trigger. This guy better have gotten hit by that. He did not. God damn it. Alright, whatever. We got basically full double trigger stock. Alright, spiders. Spiders are, like I mentioned, they're annoying, and they're also kind of hard to release off of. Oh, and you're dead. Okay. So, I could do one of two things. If my health is super low, I can backtrack, or I can death warp in this area. If my health is higher, I won't do that. In fact, that's what we're not doing. We're not death warping. We're just going to run through this area sort of normally-ish. I will get a little bit of double trigger so I can get some health going. Because I want around 3 bars of health for what I'm about to do. Oh, dude, I got the double blue. Alright, so this is this is Nevin. Nevin's a bat lady. She's a bat prostitute. So I'm just gonna guard this attack. I fucked up. Alright, I'm gonna run away from that. I died because I ran back into the attack, but that's okay because we have a gold orb. But now I'm just gonna wait for her to do this so I can get double trigger and release. That was roll guarding. I don't usually do that, but because it's terrible and I don't like doing it. But basically what you can do is you can overlap your roll iframes and jump iframes with guard animations. And that's really, really effective in certain areas and against certain attacks. Oh my god, I missed the 2-cycle. And I gotta get some guard going. Specifically, I gotta get double trigger going that I get from guard. Because she's gonna do this. She's gonna try to kiss me. And if she kisses me, she steals my health. Also, we just got a guitar out of that. That's actually a really insanely fun weapon to play with, but unfortunately is slow in the speedrun. So we don't use it. I don't know what my orbs were, but I'm assuming they were low. We'll check later. Yeah, so we pick up that stone mask that Nevin was guarding. And then we go woo again. Alright, well that didn't work out too well. You know what, we're just gonna run out of this area. Like this. That was almost the right angle. Okay, so new enemy time. Except these enemies are like, their AI is basically neutered from what they're supposed to do. So they just run around within the loop. You can only damage them in the back. So yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna move over here a little bit. Try to time this double trigger so I don't get hit by anything when I activate it. That didn't really work out. The woos per second, that is a good question. Damn it, almost got the double. You can get a double Stainer leap going if you got double trigger, but it's kind of tricky. Flawless reverse Stainers though, that was nice. Too bad I'm losing time on this mission because the start was so bad. Anyway, spiders. But now they got a big friend of the spiders who's annoying to deal with. Where are you? There we go. Alright, I'm assuming everyone spawned, so... Yeah, so Holy Waters, they deal a lot of damage. They're a very tactical weapon. And by tactical, I mean, like, if you have them, you win a fight. There, it's very fast to use a Holy Water. You gotta damage the green spider because he actually has more health than a Holy Water can deal damage to. Anyway, that's the dead body. That's the bad guy of the game, Arkham. He's just hanging out. He's dead. He's not actually dead, but he pretends to be dead. 220. Oof. Alright, I doubt I have enough orbs for this, so... Oh, I did have enough orbs. Fuck. Oh well, I'll just buy them in the next mission. I was gonna get my last double trigger stock, but you don't really need to do that right now. These are boos from Super Mario 64 and Super Mario World. They only can be damaged when you turn your back to them. So that's what we're doing. Also, remember how I said E and I shots let you raise in the air a little bit? Yeah, so we're gonna skip a puzzle doing that. And by skip a puzzle, I mean we still do it, but you know, we skip part of it. Come on. The fastest way to move this one is through guard canceling your third hit. It's not hard at all, but sometimes I fuck it up. Where are your friends? Oh no, he's doing this. Yeah, Soul Eaters are really annoying. That's the proper name for this enemy. Soul Eaters are very annoying enemies to deal with. Okay, so this is Temperance Wagon. Also, fun fact, you have keyboard control in certain cutscenes in this game on PC version. So yeah, that's what we just did there. That's too much double trigger, but who cares? We'll just taunt. Taunts refill double trigger. Goodbye, Dante. Anyway, boss time. Beowulf. Beowulf's strat is hit him in the face. It's more complicated than that, but it's hit him in the face with aerial cross, which is this move, and also get guard going, and also get double trigger going. In fact, I'm gonna cancel out that double trigger explosion. Yeah, and then he released through his eye. His eye is a weak point. Okay, that's not what you're supposed to do. Come on, buddy. Alright, that was kind of shit, but it worked out. Alright, so I'm going to buy that double trigger stock I didn't get last mission right now. But we're not actually going to really have much use for it this mission because of a gimmick that's going to go on, because this game loves gimmicks. And the gimmick is you have infinite double trigger, but it drains your health instead of restoring it, and you can't turn it off. Alright, so the strat here is switch cancel, except the prize, where you just want to hit him once and then stinger him. Also, every enemy drops health now, so that's why you don't die, even though your health is constantly draining. Okay, so next holy water we can pick up. It's right here. Come on. Okay, I should mention that we're not doing any like shotgun stuff anymore because while your shotgun damage is like slightly buffed while you're in double trigger, it's not really that much. But your weapon damage is buffed by like 15-20ish%. It depends on like weapons that you have out, because each double trigger is unique to each weapon. Get up there. Get up there. Alright, so we gotta trigger this Vanguard in this fight real quick. Also notice how the dead body's not there. Also notice how that streak makes an 11 on the ground, because the mission where we first saw it was mission 11. Nice, so why do I... Come on. Damn it. Yeah, so that's another Jester fight, but we skip it because, you know, Jester's terrible. Also, we don't really use double trigger in this fight because shit. Because it doesn't do that much. Anyway, this is the horse. I fucked up, but I didn't get owned because of it. I got owned there. Alright, he's gonna go over here now. Alright. That was bad. That was really bad. Fuck. Okay, that's just a lot of free damage I just missed. And I don't have any white orbs, or green orbs, or, you know, vital stars, or gold orbs, or any shit that would help me. So I'm gonna have to improvise a little bit and hope I don't die. I died. Okay. Yeah, alright, I was just playing that badly. I'm gonna pick this up just in case things go south again. So hopefully I can show off what this fight's supposed to look like now. Which is 2 stingers, guard cancel, helm breaker, switch cancel a few times. That. And he goes down every single time. For first phase. Next phase. Helm breaker as soon as he starts moving. Hope he does the spin attack. He usually does that in, you know, if you don't die. But I did die. Okay, now I just release through him like a motherfucker. Get here so I can deal dual damage to both the cart and the horse. Hopefully he goes straight again. He did. Cool. I don't have full guard, but I gotta go. Dude, boss battles stink. Like, half the bosses in this game fucking suck. And then, you know, it has some of the best bosses ever made in video games, like, you know, the Virgils, so it's a mixed bag. Anyway, that fight went terribly. Anyway, Virgil is, like, halfway through his plan, or, like, mostly through his plan, so we gotta stop him. Come on. Jesus. jump cancels. Alright, everyone come on over to the party over here. Thank you. Alright, not everyone died though. That's okay though. Yeah, you can hit both him and the cart at the same time. They're two separate hitboxes. Alright, so we're picking up this thing, then we're going to the boss. This mission's very short, but the boss can fuck you up. In fact, we're gonna taunt here, just get a little bit I said taunt and get a little bit of double trigger. I apparently did not get it the first time, because I interrupted it too quickly. Pick up this giant white orb, get most of our double trigger back, drop off this stuff, head over to the boss. It's Virgil again, haha. Except now he's got a weapon that can do a lot of shit. I'm gonna do something very specific here, so I don't make him skip a cycle, or so I do make him skip a cycle actually. There we go, we got it. So he's gonna turn into double trigger and he's gonna toggle it. But then he's going to toggle it off again because the game doesn't run a check for it, him actually having it active here. Actually went pretty decently. Okay, so Virgil gets knocked the fuck out, and everyone, in fact, gets super owned by Arkham, that bad guy I was mentioning earlier, who faked being dead. And now this giant thing has risen up from the tower, and it's gonna open up a portal to the demon world, and we gotta stop it. Anyway, we got a new weapon. Let's equip it. It was the weapon Virgil was using to own us. It's a gauntlet for your arms and like leggings. Boot thingies for your legs. And holy fuck does this weapon deal a lot of damage. I'm just doing the hyper or the crazy combo there, hyper fist, because that's the fastest way to break that thing. It's the only skill statue in the game that is required to be done. This run isn't that jank, honestly. This run's really fluid. It's just like I'm playing pretty badly, let's be honest. Now, I'm going to use up all my double trigger here because I get all of it back in just a sec. Alright, so these guys, remember how they were bad earlier? Well, they actually have AI now. And their AI is just charge at you and deal chip damage. And but they drop white orbs, so you know, you get full double trigger from that. But just one rebellion combo brings them down. Oh wow, you were super nice to me to come over here. Also, don't get lost in this mission, because if you do, you can technically backtrack to like infinity here. But, you know, just don't do that. Reuse, that's it. See, I'm not a knight, because I don't know that word. I'm not a white knight. Also, Dante's just gonna starfall into you know, hell. Oh dude, you can actually see the texture line here. I've never noticed that before. The PC version is really jank with this shit. You're gonna see that when we get to the demon world, how like bad some of the lighting effects are in the PC version. Basically this was done by Ubisoft, and this was done by Ubisoft back in the era when like Ubisoft had no idea what the fuck they were doing with PC ports. Like just look at fucking Prince of Persia Sands of Time on PC, like holy fuck, that port is special. Anyway, jump cancels with this weapon. The jump cancel move is called Pillar B, and it is really, really good. It tracks, it deals a lot of damage, it gives you a ton of double trigger. It's It's fucking phenomenal. And I'm gonna wait for these guys to spawn. You gotta be careful about actually canceling your jump cancels too early, because that's the thing you can do with this weapon. They've improved, yeah, they sure have. Alright, unintentional million stabs, but sometimes that happens. I kind of mash out of habit when I do stingers and like other things that could trigger into crazy combos because, you know, it's just good practice for when you want to switch over to actually doing a crazy combo. Like, it's only like a few more button presses more. I am going the right way, right? Yes, okay. Come on, just one more hit and you're down. Also, I fucked up there. But it worked out. So I don't want to pick up that item. I did pick it up anyway. Oof. That's just like a few seconds of time loss. Basically, they're like pieces of heart in a Zelda game. You get 4 of them, you get health. Also, the camera really wants to make sure that enemy, you know that enemy is there in this section. Also, we're going to be picking up the last holy water that's just lying around. It's right here. Sometimes picking up is a little finicky. Also an orb cache. Also just kicking into the end of mission trigger. Alright, lady's climbing up the tower, but she's being very slow. Anyway, hey, let's get out here. Oh wait, no we can't. We gotta fight this fucking awful enemy. These fallen are like... These are bad enemies. These are terribly designed. You gotta hit their shield down before you can even do anything to them. Yeah, there we go. Double trigger explosion, because, you know, I fuck fighting these guys normally. Okay, so this mission, we have that one mandatory fight, and if we're playing smart, we can skip every other fight. Wow, good movement for once here. And then I fuck up that, but whatever. Orb cache. Killer Bee is faster than Stinger in like movement in some places, but you gotta fall down to do it. So basically, anytime you're going downstairs, like, you want to Killer Bee. Also, I fucked that up, but it's okay. I know fucking that up doesn't really do anything. So I want to hit these in a very specific order. Thankfully, that first one, you can mess it up and not have like any real consequences to it, except seeing an extra cutscene that you can skip. The rest, like, if I mess up, then like it's minutes gone. Thankfully, I'm gonna pay attention now because I messed up once. Anyway, that's the first of 3 things we gotta pick up. And I'm gonna release through these spikes because it's fast and it looks cool. Gonna get a little bit of guard there. That wasn't really planned, but that's what ended up happening. Nice damage boost. Yeah, so this one I'm gonna hit twice. Let's just go nuts with the hyper fist and stuff. Crazy combos are usually garbage for like just pure DPS, but they look cool as hell. We're just gonna kill you. Nope, never mind. Oh wait, we did anyway, haha. Oh my fucking god, what was that lag? When this game lags too hard, it sometimes crashes, and that had me really scared for a sec. Because I haven't saved. I mean, I do have backup saves, but you know, I haven't saved. Anyway, this one we gotta hit twice, but we got these blood coils attacking us. And it's kind of annoying to deal with. And they like to divide when you hit them with like melee weapons, and they can combo you. Yeah. Sorry, my sister was there, and I had to say bye there. Yeah, it's not like this is a real run, haha. Okay, so I did everything I needed to do with this mission, so what are we gonna do now? Well, we're gonna Death Warp. And that lets us skip a fight. Come on. Normally there'd be like a bunch of spiders spawning in that room, but because we Death Warped the game, just is like, nope, that doesn't happen. There, you just advance to beam on the end of cutscene trigger as the mission actually ends, using cutscene movement. Part of it is killing the enemy, part of it is orb spawning, yeah. I don't know, a lot's just going on in that room, that's why it lags. I've only ever had this game crash on me, like, to the point where Windows says, like, this program has stopped working. I've only had that happen twice. I have like 500 plus hours in this game. Anyway, this puzzle here is that we can't actually break these on our own. We need them to hit each other. But hopefully we can just get it in one kick. Yeah, we got it. Hey, and guess what? We're going to fight more Fallen. But because my orbs were garbage at the start of the run, I can't do what I want to do here, which is use the holy water. So we're just going to use Devil Trigger Explosion instead. I just want to make sure I got Devil Trigger. Just gonna woo through those shards of crystal being shot at us. Where's your friend? Yeah, you're not gonna do shit. Just getting some backup guard, so I don't necessarily have to guard cancel against rooks, because my guard timing against rooks is awful in this game. Nope, wrong way. Anyway, switch cancel this ball. For being racist and Trump supporting. Come on, dude, get it right. Come on, come on. Over here. Whatever that'll do. Jump canceling rooks is really fucking awkward because they got it like a cylindrical hitbox. Alright, this guy needs to die. I need to not die, so I'm gonna double trigger a little bit. Alright, we got a green orb, so we are good on health. Yeah, so we're just backtracking through the tower. The tower got fucked up and things kind of moved around when Arkham activated the tower. That's Artemis. It's a cool weapon if you're using Gunslinger, otherwise it's garbage. Perfect movement there. He'd touch a hat like that. Anyway, this is Lady. She's gonna try to do stuff.
Okay.
2, 1, 2, 3, 1. Back up a bit. Let her do her stuff.
Alright.
And then we cycle skip her because her second phase is really, really absurdly slow. Also, this was a base segment, not bad. Also, I'm dropping the frames, not bad. Almost fell off, hehe. Yeah, that was actually a really good mission. Even though I didn't have the holy water, everything else still went really well. So who loves platforming? I love platforming. Platforming is good, especially in games like this. So we're gonna instantly just activate double trigger, use the glide move that we have with Rebellion to get over here. And that was the hard part. Run past another Jester fight. We don't need to fight him. Get out of there. Damn it, I was trying to charge up a straight there so I would hit the cutscene during that shit. Oh, I was facing the wall. Shit. Yeah, these spikes are annoying. I got lucky there that I didn't get owned by that last set. Alright, these are abysses. These are like super hells, which are just like the common scythe enemy class. Fighting them is kind of awkward at times. so we just, you know, use double trigger explosion on them most of the time. Here we're gonna hit this orb crystal with just Beowulf because it deals a fuck ton of damage. Notice how many orbs we have. Yeah, we're gonna be spending all of those on holy water in a bit. Because there's one boss in this game that is pure cancer and it is absolutely slow as fuck to fight normally. Even with Royal Guard, it's slow as fuck. Anyway, this is Doppelganger. He's my clone. Now neither of us will be virgins. He's got to come over here. Jump cancel him a bunch. Basically, I'm just taunting him so that he'll go to over here. And then I just jump cancel him and then double trigger exposure him, and he's dead. Hopefully that lands me in the end of mission trigger, damn it. Or, you know, the warp out of that spot trigger. It did not, but oh well. Still save time. You know, compared to my PV. My PV's really fucking bad, by the way. Like, it's a 114.53 and we're like a 107 now. You know, by Simodius, because Simodius just basically came along to this game and said, you guys are doing a bunch of stupid strats, let me optimize this for you. And he did! That an absolute madman. Okay, so here I'm gonna go up to this pawn, wait until he activates. Holy water, and that'll wake up this king. If things go right. Alright, the king did not wake up. Is anything awake? No, these guys are awake. Yeah, this is called the damn chessboard. It's, you know, it sucks. You only have to destroy the king, but sometimes the king just doesn't activate. Even though, like, basically the strat is like 95% consistent. It's just like sometimes when you holy water, the king doesn't activate in the way you want him to, and you gotta destroy the rest of the chessboard, and it's really fucking slow. I died. Okay, well I guess we're restarting the mission. Let me check my holy waters real quick. Yeah, we should be good to go. Okay, so let me show how this is supposed to work. Wake this guy up. Now the king's awake. Damn it, he was supposed to die there. He's like 2 hits away from death or something. Yeah, 2. And I still died. Okay, I'm alright, whatever. Marathon run. Still gonna go underestimate. Like, I would really have to fuck up to not go underestimate at this point. This hasn't been too terrible of a run, honestly. Like, yeah, like some parts have been dog shit, but like, otherwise it's been okay-ish. Do that. And now he's dead. See, that's what it's supposed to look like. I was doing that just to show it off perfectly. Because I am a perfectionist, as you can see by my speedrun times. Okay, this is supposed to have like a really cool texture effect going on through it, but like, this version of the game is fucking garbage, so it doesn't have that. Anyway, equipping Cerberus, and A and R. Technically, only A and R is required for this mission to go fast. But I like to have Cerberus for whatchamacallit, for Agni and Rudra, because that's just how I know how to parry them. Yeah, this fight's epic on the refight. Too early. Oh well. And you can taunt him as he dies. So you gotta make a complete loop of anything on this circle. On this like tablet. And I'm doing the shortest possible way to do that, which is a triangle. Actually, an extremely good fight. I'm just gonna leave Dante in that pose for a sec. Okay. Damn, this might have been a gold if I, you know, didn't fucking die like a retard to the chessboard of all things. Nah, actually no. Cerberus was sort of slow. Alright, watch this. Nope, never mind. Haha. You can interrupt his going over here thing if you're good, and you get him like directly his dead center. But otherwise, no, you can't do it. Alright, he's gonna charge again. Alright, that was a cool release. Style level up. Now we're Royal Guard 3. We have this move called Ultimate, which is garbage. And we also get, you know, further gauge increase, which is important. Anyway, Virgil is, you know, still doing stuff. Also, I almost forgot to buy my holy waters and re-equip the good weapons. Yeah, just shy of 6. Whatever. I knew that was gonna happen, so. Okay, so here we gotta destroy these mirrors. It's kind of garbage to do, honestly, but I know how to do it. If you don't do the mirrors right, you lose several minutes. Or not minutes, I guess I should say, like, it may be a minute. Oh, something I should mention about this is to make them kind of annoying, is when you knock them back, they come counter-attacking you. Unless they're already doing another knockback attack. You can use that to bait out guard whenever the fuck you want. which in fact I'm actually going to do here. Gotta actually remember to kill things here, because, you know, I am sort of on a time limit with that ticking hourglass in the background. Who's the fastest of them all? Not me. That's for sure. I wonder if I would... No, that didn't give me any orbs. So we pick up that thing, or that we got earlier, and we drop it here. Fun fact, there's a thing hanging out over here. I didn't know that until I started speedrunning this game. Anyway, yeah, Arkham. He's a giant fucking blob. And he's not fun to fight. Despite having the biggest hitbox in the game, he constantly pushes you away, so it's hard to actually damage him. So just 2 holy waters here. And then he's gonna say no use, and then we get to have Virgil. How this fight's supposed to work is that you're supposed to make Virgil do stuff, and like you sort of have like team attacks going on, but like it's complete fucking garbage and it barely works. So I'm just gonna holy water him. They also take away your style to make you have like Virgil teleport around and stuff, and you don't have access to double trigger, so if you get damaged, you're fucked. Anyway, time for Virgil, and time's coming up fairly soon. So, yeah, Virgil 3. We have something we didn't have before when we fought him. And that's Beowulf. And Beowulf jump cancels are really fucking good on Virgil. Come on. Alright, a little bit more guard. Damn it. I had to double trigger there or else I was going to be dead. Alright, time is when he runs out of health, so time.
Nice run.
No, it wasn't, but thank you for the kind words. Yes, I can do better than that.
Still,
yeah,
underestimate. So.
Yeah, definitely.
The portal to the human world is closing, Dante, because the amulets have been separated.
All right, so next run ready to go?
I have to stop you.
More or less, yeah. We're gonna switch out the redreamer as well, so the stream might go down for a few seconds, but shouldn't be too problematic or whatever.
Alright, well, good luck to the next runner and the rest of the marathon. I'm gonna probably get something to eat.
Yeah, thanks for running.